talked about the difference between people who walk through a door, which is an opportunity, and other people who turn that door into a platform through which other people are able to access their dreams. Without question, you have had many doors open to you, but you have also created many platforms and introduced to the world many talented, gifted people without which your influence would not have happened. You didn't have to go that extra mile to do that. You could have enjoyed the limelight of the door and walked away. Is there a sense of fulfillment that you get out of creating that platform, or is it purely from a business perspective?
I love seeing other people do well, always have. I grew up in the boys club, now the Boys and Girls Club, and I was a counselor there, and I came up in the club at first as a camper and then as a counselor, and I always enjoyed seeing other people do well. It's interesting that I ended up in this business where it appears that you're out front. That's not even my nature, actually.
You know, the funny thing about it is when you think about, when the public thinks about you, they think of you as an actor. When I think about you, I think about you not only as an actor and an entertainer, not only as an icon in our community, but I also see you as a businessman, because what the public doesn't realize is that entertainment is a business. And you have been successful not only at acting on screen, which a lot of people do, you have been successful at the business of entertainment. Can you talk to me about the business aspect?
I tell people all the time, they call it show business, they should call it business show. No business, no next show.
Absolutely.
Simple as that.
Explain it.
No business, no next show. And you have to deliver. I mean, it is a business. It's a dollars and cents business, and you have to deliver.
And you have to know your worth. And you have to be able to negotiate from the perspective of knowing your own value. If other people know the value to want you, but you don't know the value to know who you are yourself, it would appear to me it would be quite difficult to be successful if you don't at least have some sense of the equity that has accrued behind your brand, and consequently negotiate from the leverage of understanding that equity. At what point did it hit you that I am worth more than how I'm being handled, and how did you negotiate into the next stream of opportunities without allowing people to prostitute what God had given you?
I'm just that guy, I'm not scared to say no, and you have to say no sometimes, and it's the no's that I've said that have really gotten me, I don't know, wherever I am now professionally. And the money really didn't scare me. I've said it before, you never see a U-Haul behind a hearse. You can't take it with you. Right. No matter, on your last day, it doesn't matter how much money you have. So that the Egyptians tried to take it with them.
Right.
Yeah, all they got was robbed, right?
Right.
So but you can leave it here.
Yeah.
And I'm not just talking about the money. I'm talking about what God has blessed me with. I can leave here, and that's what's important to me, is to, at this point in my life, just to be in that number.
You appear on a lot of platforms. The professor, the president of the college, when he introduced you, began to talk about you started on stage not too long ago. My wife and I flew up to New York and saw you on stage.
Iceman coming?
Caesar.
Oh, Julius Caesar.
Julius.
That was 15 years ago.
Yeah, well.
17 years ago.
Time flies.
Time flies. Yes.
That was just the other day to me now. That's a blur. You walked out on that stage and you were back at home again, back where you started from. Number one, what made you go back to the stage, and was it nostalgic for you to be on that stage?
More than that, or as much as that, it's the foundation. I had to get back to the, like here on stage, the audience will tell you that night
Right.
how they feel about you, and you know, it's a humbling experience. And I just wanted to get back to the foundation. Between 1990 and 2005, I was doing the best I could to help my wife to raise our kids, and they were at an age where I couldn't leave California for weeks at a time, you know, because you can't commute when you're doing a show on Broadway. So I just chose not to do any plays on Broadway for about 15 years.
Chapter 2, Less is More. When I saw you in the car getting ready to leave the hotel in New Orleans, I think you were shooting Safe Room.
Safe House.
Safe House at the time. To me, that was an amazing movie, largely because of the scenes that had no words. My view, the greatest actors I have ever seen are people who can convey messages without script. And you are absolutely amazing at conveying an emotion
thank you.
without a script.
You know, people don't understand the hardest thing to do as an actor is to listen. The hardest thing to do as a human being is to listen. So, and to be quiet and actually not do a whole lot.
Right.
You know, we think, oh, the camera's on, I gotta act it up. Less is actually more.
Less is actually more.
Less is more.
Please write that down. Because
less is more.
One of the big mistakes that I think that church actors make is that they go overboard. The real pros understand that less is more.
If it feels good to you, it probably isn't any good. That's the truth. If you feeling so good about yourself, then you're too self-aware.
Yeah.
So you're probably not as good as you think because you're too busy thinking, ooh, look at, yeah, I'm acting now.
That's funny, and it shows. It shows to the audience. I was sitting there screaming at the TV set because I was just mesmerized. In fact, I teased you about it. I told you that you died so well that I was ready to commit your body to the ground in that scene.
In Safe House?
Yes.
You know what? That's my favorite death of mine.
You died, Negro. You died.
That and Training Day. Those are two of my favorite deaths.
I started saying ashes to ashes, and for as much as it dearly belonged. The brother was dead, okay? This guy died for like 5 minutes. He just died. I see people die all the time. I thought he was dead. I got my robe. I got my sash, and I started to force my sin as a dearly departed brother is passed from death. He was gone.